Ladies, welcome back to my brand new channel for Grown Women Only. I'm your host, Nikki, and on this show, we talk about love, life lessons, and leveling up, leveling up, leveling up, leveling up. And as you guys know, this is my safe space for women. We do not judge, we do not condemn, we do not embarrass. We're only here to assist, uplift, and inspire. Ladies, this is a safe space for you. We are respectful on this YouTube channel and this YouTube channel streets. Gentlemen, if you are more than welcome to come in and sit and learn, but the minute you come for my ladies is the minute I come for you. And why is my nose so itchy tonight? Ooh, I don't know. Like I must have eaten something. My nose is so freaking itchy. All right, but let's get into this, right? So tonight I want to talk about leveling up. And the reason I want to talk about leveling up, because it's in my tagline. And then on top of it, it is so freaking cliche. Everybody's talking about level up, level up, level up. There's a song, level up, level up. I mean, leveling up is so cliche. But I have yet to really hear anybody talk about leveling up. What is it? How does it work? Can someone explain leveling up in layman terms? Have no fear, your girl Nikki is here. And I'm going to do that for you tonight. Because leveling up, man, it's a beautiful thing. And women, like I said, it is 2020. I want you to be on 20 and I want you to live your best life. And you can only do that if you are continuously striving to improve yourself. And to me, improving yourself is leveling up. So let's talk about leveling up and what it is, because I have some notes and God, my nose is so itchy. I really think this is going to help you. Why is my nose itching, y'all? Does this happen to anybody else when y'all recording? Your nose gets super itchy? And then I got a pudge nose, like, oof. I don't know why my nose is so itchy. But let's get into this. So what is leveling up? And in layman terms, leveling up is simply dream actualization or watching your life's goal or vision come into fruition. It's manifesting the goals that you have for yourself for your life. Simple. Leveling up is manifestation. That's all it is. So when people say, how do you level up? And are there some steps that you can take to level up? Yes and yes. You can level up and there are steps you can take. Oh my God. Woo. And this is what I tell people all the time. If you can see it in your mind's eye, you can have it. And if you have the courage to go after it, it will always be yours. So the first thing I tell people when it comes to leveling up is I want you to do it now. Get off the fence about your life. There are so many people who are on the fence about their life. They don't know what they want. And because they don't know what they want, they stay in a state of inertia. They don't do anything. And life is constantly passing them by. And there are days that they can't decide, and the days from the weeks, and the weeks to the months, and the months to year. And you are still in the same position that everybody else is leveling up, doing things, living their life, posting Instagram pictures, posting Facebook pictures. And here you are in your bed, drinking wine, crying and being miserable because you can't even get off the fence about what you want. Do you understand that 95% of leveling up is just making the choice? Decide now. Have the guts and the courage to go after what you want. It's so simple. Get off the fence about your life. It's your life. Nobody's coming to save you. You have to do it. Get off the fence about your life. And I promise you, 95% of your goal has already been achieved. Second thing, I want you to set some goals. What do you want out of this life? Stop allowing life to hand you things. Stop drifting through life. Set some goals. Have a vision for your life. I love vision boards. At the end of every year, you need to have a vision of what you want your life to be next year, because it kind of gives you a compass or a direction or a path in which to work, right? If you think that you want to buy a house, it should take you no more than a year or 2 years to get that money up to buy that house. If you want to buy a car, if you want to change careers, if you want to get fit, if you want to be healthy, if you want to strike out on that venture, if you want to buy real estate, if you want to start a business, there is no reason why you should not be pursuing your passion. But the first thing you have to do is set a goal. And the next thing you do is once you set that goal, you need to write it down and find pictures of that goal, right? So do it now, set a goal, write pictures, or have pictures, write it down, right? Oh, my nose. Woo. Now, once you've done this, you are halfway there. Because what you're going to do is you're going to look at that. It is already somewhat in fruition. I have a saying right here, I don't know if you can see it. It says that success occurs when your dreams get bigger than your excuses. I love this because people make so many excuses why they're not having or achieving the things they want. Stop. Have your vision. Look at it. Write it down, right? Have a goal. Work towards something. There is a guy called Earl Nightingale. He is actually on YouTube. Listen to him. He is awesome because so many people don't even have a goal or a vision for their life. Get some goals. Write those goals down. Get pictures of your vision. The next thing I want you to do is I want you to take small bites, right? Small bites. So you have your goal. I'm sorry, I missed one. So you have your goal, right? You have written it down, right? You have a vision board, if you say, of what you want to achieve, because you want to bring it into the physical realm. And that is part of bringing it into the physical realm. Writing it down and getting pictures of what you want. Because once you know what you want, you know what's supposed to be showing up in your life. People say, oh, I want a Jag, for example. I want a Jag. Okay, what kind of Jag? I don't know, I just want a Jag. What? When you are deciding on a goal, you need to know what it looks like, what it smells like, what it feels like. You know, you need to innate your senses with your goal. That's why you need to write it down and have pictures of it. Then once you've done that, I want you to make a plan. What is the quickest way to get from point A to point B? That is why I need to have a plan or direction. Research it. Start thinking about it. Okay, so for example, we're talking about losing weight. I'm good at this. I was 250 pounds. I'm too chunky. I'm out of breath. I can't do this. I need to get to 190 pounds. I wrote it down on a piece of paper. I found a picture of myself at 190 pounds. I put it up and I said, no matter what, I'm going to do this now, right? So I said, how do I get from 250 pounds to 190 pounds? Exercise and diet. And it's more diet than anything, believe it or not. What you consume is just as important as you exercising. Okay, so I decided I'm going to do it now. You know, I wrote it down. I have a picture of myself. I see myself in a goal. And I made a plan. I'm going to watch what I eat. I'm going to exercise every day. And I'm going to commit an hour to exercising, right? So I made a plan. The next thing I had to do was small bites. Now that you have a plan and you know how you're going to get where you need to be because you've researched it, you've Googled it, you have MapQuested it, you know the quickest way to get where you want to be. Now that you have those plans, small bites, one thing at a time. Okay. Oftentimes, goals seem very daunting because we're trying to tackle it all at once. When I was trying to lose weight, I know good and hell well that I could just not, stop eating all my favorite foods. I knew I just couldn't exercise every day of the week. Like that was too daunting. So I said, I have to take small bites. So what I said was, okay, every other day, I'm going to run or walk this field for an hour every other day. And I'm going to cut back on my caloric intake little by little. Now, I'm not going to say that there weren't any obstacles. There were. But I had to take small bites because you can conquer anything if you do it little by little. If you try to do it all at once, it's too daunting. So once you've decided to take direction or you have a plan to get to where you want to be, you say, okay, I'm going to do small bites. The next thing you say is, I got to focus. Let's talk about focusing. And I'm going to talk about weight loss again. So my fiance at the time was a fitness trainer, right? Crazy. He's with a big chunky girl. And he could eat anything that he wanted. So the morning that I decided, okay, you know what, Nikki? I'm going to do it now. I'm going to set a goal. I'm going to make a plan. I'm going to take small bites. He put my focus to the test, honey. This dude comes through the house with Krispy Kreme donuts. I mean, girl. Listen, if that Krispy Kreme light sign is on, your girl is there. I don't care what time it is. Smell up the whole house. He got coffee brewing. He's like, babe, you want a donut? I'm like, didn't I just tell you I was trying to lose weight? But guess what? I had to focus. He was just testing my gangster. No problem. So I say, you know what? I'm not getting no donuts. I got my tennis shoes on. You know, I'm ready to do this. I look outside. It's raining. I'm like, what the hell? So not only is he in a warm house with Krispy Kreme donuts and hot coffee, it's raining outside. But I said to myself, I'm committed. I have to do this every other day, 1 hour. I had to focus. Girl, it is freezing. I put my jacket on. Sorry, I put my baseball cap on. I go down to that field, girl. It's mud everywhere. And I'm running in these tennis shoes. And all I could do was cry. Now, I know it probably sounds crazy, but I cried the entire time because my body was aching. My feet were cold. It's raining. I want to be in the house with the Krispy Kreme donuts. I want to lick one. I want one in the other hand. I was crying. I was crying. I was crying. And then my legs were hurting. I was out of breath. But I had to focus, baby girl. You got to focus. You've got to focus. You got to concentrate. You have to have laser beam focus on the thing that you want. And my whole thing is, you know what? I had to think about my goal. Is eating a Krispy Kreme donut going to get me to my goal? Hell no. Is laying in the bed with 2 donuts in my hand going to get me where I need to go? Hell no. Is running this field in this rain going to get me where I need to be? Hell yeah. So as much as I hated it and my body was crying and I was just upset and cold and angry and it's muddy and I feel like I'm sliding over the field, I ran that field 4 times. Just focus, concentrate. It is not going to be easy. Anything worthwhile in life is not easy, but I promise you the reward, honey, is awesome. The next thing I had to do was have faith. So I had to do what? Do it now. Set a goal, make a plan, small bites, focus, then I had to have faith. So I remember running around this field and saying to myself, I'm supposed to lose 60 pounds in 6 months. And I had been running this field for about 2 or 3 weeks and I had not lost 1 single pound, not 1 pound. I was so discouraged and so upset. And I was like, God, like I'm trying, like nothing's happening. Like I'm trying, I'm doing everything I said I was going to do. I'm committed. I'm concentrating. I'm focusing, but nothing is happening. What the hell am I doing wrong? Honey, I wasn't doing anything wrong. I just had to have faith. It didn't happen the first week. It didn't happen the second week. It didn't happen the third week. But honey, by the 4th week, crazy things started happening to my body. Like, I kid you not. It's like I got on the scale at 250, right? And I think around the 4th week, I think I was down like 25 pounds. I don't know what shifted. I don't know what happened, but I kept the faith. I kept going when it didn't even seem like it was going to work. You got to keep the faith. It says we walk by what? We walk by faith and not by sight. It says faith without works is dead. I was taking the action. You're taking the action. You're focused. You're committed. You're working your plan. Just because it doesn't happen right away does not mean it's not going to happen. Just because it doesn't happen right away does not mean it's not going to happen. Baby girl, it's going to happen. You just have to have faith. Honey, let's get back to this weight loss story. So I'm running. And a couple things started to happen. First of all, my appetite decreased. Then the pain started to go away. And I started to get stronger. There wasn't a shift in my weight, but there was a shift some other place. I began to trust God. I remember running to this song, it's Israel New Breed. It's the album cover is like blue and yellow. And I would put this inspirational music on in my ears. And I would run. And before I knew it, I was clearing that field 4 times in about 15 minutes. Running. This is the girl who was 250 who could barely walk up the steps a month ago. Next thing you know, my weight starts falling off. And I mean, metabolically, I don't even know what happened. I just was like, one day I put on something and it was loose as hell. And I got on the scale and I said, oh my God, baby, I went from like 250 to like 235, 230, 20 pounds in a month. And some of it could have been water weight. I don't know. But who cares? I did it. I kept the faith, right? Keep the faith. And the next thing you have to do is self-correct. Okay, so I'm running around the field and I noticed that after running through the field, I could do that with ease. So my weight started to plateau. So I need to do something that's going to keep me achieving the weight loss goal that I have in mind for myself. Next thing I said, okay, if I can run in the grass, I can run it on the street. Honey, I went and got me some Brooks because I knew that my feet were starting to hurt. I had to self-correct. The shoes that I had weren't good for my feet. Had to self-correct. Went and bought some running shoes, some Brooks. Awesome shoes if you're a runner. And then I went and I started watching my diet. I noticed that I had to drink a ton of water. I had to self-correct. I had to stop drinking so much soda. I had to self-correct. I had to stop eating after a certain time at night. I had to self-correct. I had to learn how to run on concrete. Because listen, if you are clumsy like me, running requires a certain amount of coordination. It really does. And I had to learn to get my feet and arms to move in a rhythm. I had to self-correct. I had to not consume so much sugar. I had to self-correct. Like sometimes when you're trying to achieve your goal, you have to figure out what works and what doesn't. And when you figure out what doesn't work, you don't do it. And you figure out what does work, you do more of it. And that's called self-correcting. Ladies and gentlemen, before I knew it, your girl went from 250 to 190 in 3 months. I lost 20 pounds in 3 months. The first month I lost 20. The second month I lost 20. The third month I lost 20. You can do it. Get off the fence about your life. If you want to level up, and when we say level up, if you want to achieve your dreams and your goals, if you want to see self-actualization of your dreams and goals, if you want to manifest your life's vision, I need you to get off the fence. I need you to do it now. I need you to set goals. I need you to write them down. I need you to have pictures of what you want. Right? I need you to make a plan. How are you going to get from point A to point B? I want you to take small bites. Don't do it all at once. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. Get good at one thing, get something else. Get good at another thing, get something else. It's like juggling. You throw one ball in the air, you're good at that. You throw 2 balls in the air, you're good at that. You throw 3 balls in the air. Before you know it, you're juggling. You need to take small bites. Next thing I need you to do, focus. Focus. Have laser concentration on what you want. The next thing I want you to do is have faith. This baby girl don't happen overnight. But it says faith without works is dead, right? Have some faith, right? Do some action, and I promise you, you're going to get where you need to be. And the last thing I need you to do is self-correct. So if something's working for you, do it. If it doesn't, get rid of it. Simple. So as you guys know, love is life. Life is love. Have an awesome night. And I hope this helped you guys. Bye.